Good afternoon, children. So, we are continuing with our next topic, that is various stages of megaspore development. Before entering into the details of the structure of megaspore, development of megasporangium, etc., we have to be thorough with the structure of gynoecium or pistil. For that, we are going to recollect the structure of gynoecium or pistil. Here in the diagram you can see the main parts of the carpel. Since gynoecium or pistil is made up of carpels, each carpel is made up of ovary, the basal part, and the style, the middle part, long and slender part, and the receptive surface stigma. Here you can see the structure also. Now inside the ovary you can see the ovules which are located inside the ovarian cavity, and the ovules, the megasporangia, are developed on special tissue inside the ovarian cavity called placenta. So all the details you can observe from the diagram here. Since gynoecium is made up of carpels, based on the presence of carpels, number of carpels, the gynoecium is classified into mainly two types, that is monocarpellary and multicarpellary. So when a gynoecium is composed of a single carpel, it is said to be monocarpellary gynoecium or monocarpellary pistil. Example, pea plant. When it is composed of more than one carpel, it is called multicarpellary pistil or polycarpellary pistil. Example, you can see from the diagram also, hibiscus, pepper, etc. Now, here you can see certain other categories also. Like if the carpels in the gynoecium are free, it is said to be apocarpous. Example, rose, lotus, etc. And if the carpels are fused to form a single ovary, the gynoecium is known as syncarpous. Example, hibiscus, tomato, etc. So from the diagram clearly you can see these examples. Here just observe the diagram of an ovule. Both the diagrams, one is enlarged, another is from the ovary, ovule is focused. So just compare these two diagrams given. Now we will be discussing the details of these diagrams. Here the megasporangium ovule is a small globular structure. Ovule is developed on the placenta within the ovary, which has to be developed into the seed at maturity. A mature ovule has a stalk and a body. The stalk of the ovule is called funicle or funiculus. Funicle is vascular. That means it has xylem and phloem to supply nourishment. The point or the junction at which the body of the ovule is attached to the stalk is called the hilum. And you can see the parenchymatous tissue inside the ovule is called the nucellus. This is enclosed by one or two outer coverings or protective envelopes called integuments. The basal part of the ovule from where the integuments originate is known as chalaza. There is a narrow pore in the integument called the micropyle. In the nucellus, there is a large haploid embryo sac or female gametophyte. At the micropylar end of the embryo sac, there is a three-celled egg apparatus which consists of a central egg cell and two synergids, one at each side of the egg. In the chalazal end, there are three antipodals. The egg, synergids, and antipodals are haploid in nature. Two polar nuclei, which are in diploid condition, are seen at the center of the embryo sac. Now, all the explanation is given here. Along with the diagram, you can verify it. The process of formation of the megaspore from megaspore mother cell, MMC, is called megasporogenesis. And here you can see the diagrammatic representation also. At the micropylar end of the nucellus, a single cell is differentiated. It is the megaspore mother cell or megasporocyte. The megaspore mother cell has a large or prominent nucleus and dense cytoplasm. The diploid megaspore mother cell undergoes meiosis to form 4 haploid megaspores. These 4 megaspores are arranged in a linear tetrad. You can see the arrangement in a linear tetrad there. Now after that, we are moving into the formation of the female gametophyte or the embryo sac and their arrangement. Now, please observe the diagram, that is the development of embryo sac. So, out of the 4 megaspores, the 3 upper megaspores at the micropylar end degenerate and disappear. The remaining one of the tetrad at the chalazal end becomes the functional megaspore. It enlarges and develops into female gametophyte or the embryo sac. In this slide, along with the diagram, we are going to discuss about the changes of the functional megaspore, divisions of the functional megaspore, and how it become a female gametophyte or an embryo sac. The functional megaspore enlarges and absorbs food from the nucellus, the nutritive tissue. The functional megaspore is the first cell of the female gametophyte. The haploid nucleus of the megaspore divides by 3 repeated mitotic divisions. From the diagram, you can see the mitotic divisions. And it will form an 8-nucleate female gametophyte or embryo sac. It is of interest to note that these mitotic divisions are strictly free nuclear. After the first division, the two daughter nuclei move to the opposite poles of the cell. The nucleus at each pole divides into 2 and then into 4 nuclei. At this stage, there are 4 daughter nuclei at each pole of the enlarged embryo sac. Cell membranes and cell walls then develop around all the nuclei except the 2 at the center. The 3 cells at the micropylar end of the embryo sac develop into the egg apparatus. The central large cell of the egg apparatus is the female gamete, egg cell or oosphere, and 2 on the either side of the synergids. They are the synergids or the helper cells. The 3 cells at the chalacal end form 3 antipodals. The remaining 2 nuclei, one from each pole, that is the polar nuclei, move to the center and fuse to form a single diploid nucleus called secondary nucleus. Thus, a typical angiospermic embryo sac at maturity, though it is 8 nucleate, it will have 7 celled condition. That is 8 nucleate and 7 celled condition. Now whatever we had explained along with the diagram is written in this slide. Okay. Here we can once again summarize the number of cells or number of nuclei arranged in the embryo sac. The female gametophyte is generally 8 nucleate, containing 1 egg cell, 2 synergids at the micropylar end, 3 antipodal cells at the chalacal end, and 2 polar nuclei or secondary nucleus at the center. That is why it is 8 nucleate but 7 celled. In the central cell, polar nuclei, 2 polar nuclei are there, but it is inside a single cell. So that is considered as together total 7 celled and 8 nucleate condition. So the embryo sac is developed from a uninucleate megaspore. It is also called monosporic embryo sac development. It is the common type of embryo sac development in flowering plants.